And welcome back to the week of Who Would Win. This week we start with Crane Fry, I can't remember how it was spelled. Request of Bakugo versus Guy Gardner. One of the least favorite Green Lanterns there is. My guess is because these are both kind of hot-headed guys that they're kind of paired with each other. Because otherwise, this is a mismatch. Guy Gardner might be arguably the weakest of the Green Lanterns of Earth, but he's still a Green Lantern. He's still capable of doing a lot of really, powerful shit with the ring. Constructs, energy beams, surviving space, being able to be near massive explosions without any difficulty. Bakugo, for all his skill and even awakening his quirk even further in the most recent chapters, it's still not Green Lantern. It's still not Green Lantern levels of power. Green Lanterns can obliterate planets if they really need to. Even Guy Gardner, if he really were to push his power, could probably do it. Even though he is wildly not the favorite, he's the least liked Green Lantern, and by that logic, he's also, not logic, but he's also not the strong. He got knocked out by Batman of all people. No, granted, it's Batman, so it's like plot armor, but at the same time, it's Batman. He's still only human, yet Batman knocked him out. Just laid him out. Guy's ego might be the one thing that would get in the way of him winning this fight, ultimately, because Bakugo's explosion quirk is very versatile and can do a lot. At its strongest, though, from what we've seen, it's maybe, and I mean maybe, if you're using all that enhancement tech he had in the battle that we saw recently, is maybe like multiple city block level. Because the problem is there are very few people in My Hero Academia who have beyond, say, a citywide's worth of power. Shigaraki with the Decay Quirk would be one of them. Stars and Stripes with New Order would have been one of them as well. All Might is probably one of them. But other than that, I maybe Overhaul, and that's a generous maybe. Then you'd probably throw All for One in there as well, just because of combining quirks and all that. Even Guy Gardner, probably on his off days as a Green Lantern, is still someone who could probably wreck a country no problem. And that's lowballing it just because it's a Green Lantern ring. The only way I could see Guy Gardner honestly losing this fight, because let me be very clear when I say this. I don't fully think it's a mismatch. I don't think it's a mismatch. I think it's very heavily one-sided in Guy's favor, but I don't think it's a mismatch. And the reason for that is Bakugo's tenacity and ability to just keep throwing attacks even past the point of his breaking point. And then you factor in, tech that, stores up his power for massive attacks. It could be enough to throw someone like Guy off his game, who is on the cocky side, who can be taken advantage of because of that. But Guy, I think, the Lantern Ring is literally the most versatile weapon you could have. Like any Lantern Ring, that if you know how to use it, is the most versatile weapon or one of the most versatile weapons you could ever have, because it's strictly based on your imagination. If you can think it, you can create it. The only way you're getting beyond that is through true reality warping, godlike powers of omnipotence, infinity gauntlets, beyonder powers, the Omega Force, that kind of stuff. But no, Lantern Rings are well and truly one of the most diverse and powerful devices there are in fiction. And Bakugo just Bakugo can be versatile, but he does not have that level of versatility. And even if he did, he doesn't have the level of firepower to truly beat Guy down to a pulp. He could throw Guy off his game for a while. He might even be able to kind of ring his bell. But the problem with the Lantern Ring is it has enough power that to ring his bell, Bakugo's probably going to have to be going all out to begin with. So, for my money, well, Bakugo would be tenacious, and he would definitely keep Guy on his toes for a little while. I don't think Bakugo's going to win the fight. It's not a good likelihood. By the way, if you hear a beep beep cheep cheep, if there's a cricket in the outside. I don't think he's inside, but the window is just slightly ajar at the moment. We're currently winterizing the house as we're going into October, so that little guy's just been sitting there. But anyway, yeah, I go Guy Gardner. Now, if you had put Bakugo against any of the other Lanterns, then it would have been a complete mismatch. Kyle Rayner, John Stewart, Hal Jordan. I know there was a female Earth Lantern a while ago. I can't remember her name, but any of them? Oh no, they would have. That's a complete mismatch then. But because of Guy's cocky attitude, Bakugo would still most likely lose, but could actually hold his own for probably a bit longer. Because Guy would probably be underestimating Bakugo the whole way through. But I still think it'd be Guy 95 times out of 100. Maybe there's a small percentage chance that Bakugo could go point blank, all out in his face and knock him out cold. Wouldn't kill him, but knock him out cold. Maybe there's a small scenario there, but I think it's most likely Guy's going to take the win. But that is just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or if you disagree. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I will be back with one other video. You'll notice I didn't get to my what if yesterday. Time just kind of ran out, so I'm just going to get the what if out today. And I spent all day since I didn't do this. I spent all day just planning everything out in my head. I'm like, okay, where do I want this story to go? So I've actually been really putting some thought into the story. Not that I don't always, but I'm like, okay, I actually have some time. Let me think it over. And I got to pre-record my what if and my Lantern Corps for tomorrow. So until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my what if, my who would win in my Lantern Corps for tomorrow. So until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.